Everyone knows about cherry blossoms in DC, but what if I told you the best spots aren't where the crowds are? Hey, I'm Arthur. Today I'm going to show you the best places to see cherry blossoms across the DMV, plus some hidden springtime spots that most people completely overlook. Let's start with the classic, the tidal basin.
This is the postcard view and is a must-see if you are in the DC area in late March or early April. Think cherry blossoms wrapped around the water with monuments like the Thomas Jefferson Memorial in the background. The cherry trees around the tidal basin were a gift from Japan in 1912, symbolizing friendship between the two nations. What started as just over 3,000 trees has become one of DC's most iconic spring traditions.
If you are visiting during the peak bloom, don't miss the National Cherry Blossom Festival.
There are events all over the city, including parades, art installations, and a kite festival on the National Mall. Pro tip: come at sunrise or sunset. Midday is beautiful, but expect large crowds.
If you want something more peaceful, head to the National Arboretum.
You'll still get stunning blossoms, but with over 400 acres of space to actually enjoy them. Beyond the cherry blossoms, it's home to curated collections of azaleas, magnolias, and bonsai, making it one of the most diverse spring displays in the entire region.
Plus, the historic Capitol columns make this spot feel almost cinematic. The best part? The National Arboretum is free to visit and open daily. Just outside DC in Bethesda, Maryland is the Kenwood neighborhood.
This is a favorite spot for locals to go to see the blossoms. Kenwood has entire streets lined with over 1,200 cherry blossom trees, making this a magical place in the spring. The blossoms here typically hit peak bloom 3 to 5 days after the tidal basin, so pay attention to the National Park Service's Bloom Watch to time your visit.
If you want blossoms with a little charm, head to Old Town Alexandria.
Old Town doesn't have one massive cluster like the tidal basin, but that's exactly why it feels more local and more relaxed.
My favorite spots are Founders Park, the 100 block of Wolf Street, and just honestly wandering along the waterfront.
The cherry trees with Potomac River views make an incredible backdrop for photography and picnics. Because the blossoms are more spread out, this area is way less crowded than DC, particularly on weekdays.
Beyond cherry blossoms, the DC area has several spots to see spring gardens and flowers. In Georgetown, you'll find one of DC's most beautiful hidden gems, Dumbarton Oaks Gardens.
This is less about cherry blossoms specifically and more about curated spring beauty. Think wisteria, magnolias, and quiet garden paths. There's a fee to visit, but it includes admission to the on-site museum housing a world-class collection of Byzantine and pre-Columbian art. In Wheaton, Maryland, Brookside Gardens is one of the best places for a variety of tulips, azaleas, cherry blossoms, and other blooms.
This over 50-acre public garden is tucked inside Wheaton Regional Park.
It's designed as a series of garden rooms, each one with a completely different look and feel, from azalea walks to Japanese-style landscapes.
If you want variety, this is hands down one of the best spring destinations in the DMV.
In Vienna, Virginia, Meadowlark Botanical Gardens gives you a more serene, spacious experience, perfect if you want to avoid crowds.
In the spring, Meadowlark shines with cherry blossoms, dogwoods, and walking trails that wind around ponds.
One of the most unique features here is the Korean Bell Garden, a cultural landmark with spectacular views. This is the kind of spot where you come from a quiet morning walk or a weekend reset.
DC in the spring is one of the most beautiful places in the country. And whether you go iconic or off the beaten path, you can't go wrong. See you in the next one.